Hello and thank you for joining us for our Smart Buyer Alert webinar. I'm Jeremy Wilstein.
And I'm DeLeone.
And we're the buyers consultants for the Wilstein Team.
Nice. That's good.
All right, well this month we're going to talk about how to buy a property in Park City's evolving market.
The market is constantly evolving, presenting advantages to those who are prepared to adapt.
All right, well, we're going to start with a little facts about our marketplace. We're currently in a competitive buyer market, which has to do a lot with our ultra-low inventory. You know, Park City has always been well known as a ski destination, but gathering international recognition as we hosted the 2002 Olympics, and more recently we're getting a lot of national and international exposure with Vail's purchase of Park City Mountain Resort, and with them now operating both Canyons and Park City, with the plans to a $50 million improvement and connect this two ski resorts with a gondola.
We have seen that both the closed sales and volumes are up, and we have been seeing increase in prices from sale to sale. This first graph represents the total number of listings that are currently on the market in the Park City area. Between January of 2007 through the end of 2009, we saw a growing inventory at a rapid rate because this was a period of time when people just weren't buying. Well, at the beginning of 2007, people were still buying at that point in time, but 2006 was so hot. We saw a lot more inventory go on the market because people were excited that the buyers were out there and purchasing, so the sellers responded and put their homes on the market. Since that point in time, there's been a steady decline in inventory as the economy has strengthened and interest in the Park City has risen. As of January of this year, the inventory in Park City, the inventory was at 1,019 listings, which is a record low. And this consists of all condos, single-family homes, and vacant lots, which is less than half of what was available in 2009.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how our drop in the number of listings and over a relatively short period of time. So, yeah. All right, well let's talk about our absorption rate in the Park City area. So, what we're looking at here is the same time period as the previous inventory graph, but this one represents the absorption rate. And to give you a definition, the absorption rate is the total amount of time it would take to completely sell out of all the current inventory in an area if no new listings came on the market. So, for example, if we were looking at a neighborhood for Park Meadows and it had a current absorption rate of 2 months, then that would mean, well, let me back up a little bit. So in Park Meadows, say there was 10 active listings and we were selling, let's say 2 listings a month. So that would mean we have 5 months of inventory. Our absorption rate is 5 months, meaning if no new properties came on the market in Park Meadows, in 5 months we'd be completely sold out of properties. If we take a look at the graph, our current absorption rate is about 5.6 months, which traditionally in resort towns, balanced markets about 9 months, which we're currently well below, so it does trend in favor of the sellers. And when looking at the correlation between inventory and absorption of properties, you can start to see why it is a competitive buyer's market. There's building interest in the area from buyers, yet at the same time we have dwindling inventory. And these next slides we're going to illustrate the effects of these two factors. I always like to point out, you look at 2009 when we had almost 50 months of inventory, and now we are just over 5 months. And we take a look back at 2007, and the lowest we got was probably April of 2007 at 8 months. So trending very low right now. All right.
This graph here is going to display the total number of closed sales from the fourth quarter of each year, dating back to 2006. 2006 and 2007 is recognized as the height of the market. What we're looking at here proves this to be true, reporting just under 400 fourth quarter sales. The next 2 years saw a drastic drop off in sales to just over 150 total sales in the fourth quarter of 2008.
That was a bad year.
Bad year. 2009 through 2011, it stayed pretty steady, right around 250 sales in each of those years. But since then, we have seen a healthy increase in number of sales to where we are now, which is 425 fourth quarter sales in 2014. So people are out there and they're buying.
Yeah, look at that. We look all the way back to 2006 and we were trending above that. I remember when we started reporting these, and if you've watched our webinars, we started reporting these in 2009, and it was not fun, but
no, much more fun now.
Yeah, every year it's gotten better, and it's just continued. So we look forward to 2015 as well. All right, let's talk about volume. This next graph is showing the total dollar volume from closed sales from 2006 through 2014. 2007, we saw a total of $1,700,000,000 in total sales, which was a height of our market, 2007, in terms of volume. In correlation to the number of transactions, the graph we just looked at, in 2008, we saw a drastic drop in volume of sales, in addition to number of sales, which is to be expected. 2009 was the lowest point at just over $700 million total volume, which it was about $1 billion less than what we sold in 2007. So, everybody's going home hungry that night. Similarly to number of transactions since the low point in 2009, we have seen a very healthy increase in sales volume from just under $1,400,000,000 here in 2014, which is even more encouraging from a buyer's point of view, is because here we've got the number of transactions the highest in the fourth quarter of 2014 than they were in 2007, but we're still more than $300 million below in total volume. So transactions are higher right now. Number of transactions are higher, but we're still significantly below our high in terms of volume. So that would indicate that there may be some appreciation left in this market. Decent amount, $300 million.
Sure.
So, and then also with Vail in its first year of operation of 2 of Park City's world-class ski resort, the increase in volume and sales, there is an expectation to see the value of Park City properties to continue on this upward path, especially since the 2 resorts will be combining by Gondolin and making one super resort, making it the largest in the United States. And we know Vail is going to market that heavily.
It'll be exciting to ski both resorts.
Yeah, so it's exciting. We've lived here, me and Dean have lived here for pretty much our whole lives. So in the last couple of years, we've seen big changes, and it's exciting to see what the next couple of years will bring.
Bigger changes to come. Now that you've seen the facts, have a better understanding of what the current condition of the markets are, we have come up with 3 distinct advantages that will optimize your position as a buyer in this market and give you the best possible opportunity to acquire your desired property.
All right, so we want to touch on our 3 distinct advantages. First is our first dibs pre-market showing. Then we're going to talk about instant notification of newly listed properties. And finally, wrapping it up with negotiation strategies to beat out other buyers, because it is a competitive marketplace and you need to be equipped with as many weapons as possible in order to get that property.
The first dibs pre-market showings, what it is basically us going out, contacting other real estate agents in town, asking them if they have particular properties that they're getting ready to list. Typically, most of them do have other properties that they're getting ready to list. They'll inform us of that. If we have buyers out there, we contact them, let them know before it hits the market that these properties are coming on the market, and we could possibly get you in there sooner, which gives you the upper hand in the negotiation, because you could even write an offer at that point in time, try to wrap it up before it ever hits the market, or you can know when it is 100% going to be listed and what it looks like, and you're prepared to put that offer on a property.
Yeah, and me and Dean, since we are exclusive buyer's agents, and there's really not too many of us in town. I can't think of actually another one that exclusively represent buyers. Listing agents all around Park City know us as buyer's agents. They know we have buyers, and so they'll even come and contact us, which in turn we can pass that along to you.
Well, to touch on that, another point is us being buyer's agents. Ron and Doug are strictly listing agents. and they go on listing appointments as well. And either both Jeremy and I, or just myself, or Jeremy himself, will join them on all of those listing appointments. So as we're going through there, we firsthand get to see that property even before they're ready to list it.
All right, and then instant notifications of newly listed properties. We've got a very powerful website many of you have been on. It's BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, and this allows you, or we can do it for you, to set up automatic email alerts. And this website's very quick, so the moment a new property hits the MLS, you will be notified of it. And we continually check the market daily. You know, me and Dean get on in the morning, midday, afternoon, evening, midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. We can't sleep. Who knows?
Insomnia. Check the market.
Yeah. So since it's so competitive, we are on it, and this is all we focus on. We don't list properties. We just help people buy properties. So when that perfect property comes on the market, you're going to be the first one to know about it.
Some negotiation strategies, I kind of touched on it earlier. You need to be prepared to submit an offer quickly. What this means, if you're paying cash, we need to have proof of funds from your bank. If you're getting a loan, we need to have a pre-approval letter ready so we can submit that with the offer. And it gives you an advantage, because if there's another offer that's submitted at the same time that doesn't have this, then there is no proof of funds there, and your offer automatically looks better. There's a high demand, there's high demand and low demand properties right now. Jeremy and I have tracked the market, obviously, and we know where these certain areas are, and it's important to get in with an offer in the high demand areas, because they're literally staying on the market 1 to 2 days.
Not hours.
Not hours, before they're swooped up and gone, and then you're on to the next one. And then applying the appropriate negotiation strategy. I think what we mean here is in these high demand properties, we know they're going to sell at list price, if not very close to list price. And in these situations, the best negotiation strategy is to acquire that property as opposed to try to beat them down in price, because somebody's going to come in and slide underneath you and swoop that property up while you're negotiating on it for the listing price.
Yeah, and if somebody comes in and say you're looking at a home in a specific neighborhood and a buyer, you're negotiating with the seller and you're very close, you need to make that deal, because if another buyer comes in there and purchases it, you're going to wait for that next property to come on the market, and you're going to pay more for the next property. So these sales are setting the new comps, and each one is selling higher and higher. So you get in, the next buyer is going to pay more, but if you miss it, you're going to be paying more. So we've explained these distinct advantages we have here at the Wilstein Team. So we need a little bit of help from you in order to maximize these advantages and provide the fullest service to you. So if you want our first dibs pre-market showings, you really just need to define your criteria to us. We love getting buyers in properties that aren't even on the market yet, because there's just so much competitiveness once it comes to the market. So if you can get in before, it's fantastic. And don't expect to negotiate too much with the sellers, because they haven't even put on the market, but you have the opportunity to secure a property without other buyers looking at it. So again, the most important thing, just send us an email, call us, whatever. Just let us know what you're looking for and how soon you want to buy, because if we don't hear from you, but you're wanting to buy right now, we have no idea, that we can't provide these pre-market showings. But if you contact us and say, hey, we're coming out, we need to pick up something, we want in this neighborhood, then we can go out there and we can find that property for you. But again, we just need to know about it.
Start line, it is. And just to reiterate what Jeremy's saying, is it's very important for us to know exactly what it is that you're looking for. And it's not a secret, we're here to help you, so it's very important information.
Yeah. And then if you want to know instantly about properties, like I said, many of you have been on our website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. We post our webinars on there. We have a very powerful search engine, information about buying, selling, our team, our blog, tons of information. It's a fantastic website. Again, that's BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. You can set up a search there, or we can set it up for you. Right. Check it daily. We check it. It's awesome. And I'm just going to pull.
Very user-friendly.
I'm just going to pull the screen in right here. So here's our portal. Let's get rid of us. Bye. All right, so here's our website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. Here's a search bar you can search, and then here's our old webinars right here and some listed properties. So let's go ahead and let's just take a look at Park Meadows. You can get as specific as you like with subdivisions, price, anything like that. So let's just search Park Meadows. Here we go. We've got 9 properties on the market in Park Meadows. You can pull up this map. Oops. You can pull up the map and it shows you exactly where each one is. Let's get some more information on this property. So you can go through the pictures, request showings, add to favorites, inquire. And if you haven't already done it, just go ahead and sign up for the website. It's really easy. Just put your name, email. We're not going to contact you and bombard you. This is for you. This is to help you search for real estate. So if you're already working with one of us, just select which agent and hit register. It's as easy as that. And then you'll be able to go in here, look through properties, save searches, and you got your own dashboard and stuff.
If I could just say something here, while you're looking through here and there is a particular property that you do like, if you hit request a showing or add to favorites, we automatically get alerted as your buyer's agent that this is a property that you're interested in, and we know that, and we'll keep an eye on that property. Yep. Or know that you possibly want to look at that when you come into town, or on Tuesday when you get off of work, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so great point, Dean. All right, so that's our website again, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. And then we're going to talk finally just about negotiation strategies. I'm going to touch on this a little bit. Dean's going to finish it up. It just really depends on each situation. Each situation is different, but we've been through, between me, Dean, Braun, Doug, we've got so many years of experience here, and we've got a strategy for every different situation. The great part about working with the team is that if one of us isn't well versed into it, the other 3 most likely are, and the Ron, as Dean likes to call him, the Ronimal will know as well. So anyways, we've got a lot of experience on the team. It's great. We've got great energy. And so our negotiation strategies depend on the situation, but we've got tons of them, and we'll go through all of them as it comes to that situation.
Right. Then earlier I touched on the whole price thing. I don't want people to think that there aren't deals out there to be had, because there are still deals out there to be had. But with particular properties in particular neighborhoods, such as Park Meadows, those are going to be hot. You saw the inventory when we just looked at it real quick. There's only 9 homes. It's one of the largest subdivisions in Park City. Yeah. So they are very. It's important to know what the market condition is in a certain subdivision that you're interested in.
So if you've got questions, feel free to email us, Jeremy or Dean at the Wilstein Team.com. We'll answer them promptly. Thanks for watching our webinar. I hope you got some information out of this. Again, we've got our websites, 3 websites, View Park City Real Estate, View Park City Homes, and BuyParkCityNow.com. Again, Jeremy or Dean at the Wilstein Team. If you're looking for a property and you want to find a pre-market showing, drop us a line. I swear it will help significantly. We put buyers and properties before they hit the market. That's almost becoming the norm because it's so competitive. So just let us know what you're looking for, and have a good rest of your day.
And if you're excited to talk to us right now, you can call us toll free, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, at 1-800-535-0151.
Great point, Dean. All right, well, I'm Jeremy Wilstein.
I'm Dean DeLeone.
And we're the buyer consultants for the Wilstein Team. Have a good night.
Have a good day.